you doing? Welcome to the African News. We're broadcasting from Canada. My name is Sandra. Asante. Top stories. Several people killed in Ethiopia airstrike. Carter Center consultant died in Ethiopia. Sudan wants UN Security Council to discuss Ethiopia's Nile Dam. Ex-Mauritanian president facing graft charges jailed. Details of the stories coming up after the break. You're welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for always staying with me to our first story. Several people were killed and others injured in the airstrike in a town in Togolga, about 25 kilometers, that is 15.5 miles south of Mekelle in Ethiopia's Tigray region. An eyewitness told the BBC from Ida Referral Hospital that he was struck in the hand by the shrapnel and saw several people fall on the ground. He said the airstrike killed a man he knew. Another injured woman from the hospital said the situation was chaotic following the airstrike and that she had seen several bodies on the ground. A doctor in the hospital said he was treating 7 injured persons and added that they had been barred from traveling to the incident area to assist the injured. The Reuters news agency quoted a medical saying that 43 people has been injured by the airstrike but did not indicate the number of those killed. Eyewitnesses said the airstrike in the marketplace was carried out by the Ethiopian army, but the Ethiopian military denied carrying out airstrikes targeting civilians. The army is capable of accurately hitting its target. It is completely incorrect to claim that it was carried out at the market, an army spokesperson said. He added it took out strikes to neutralize members of a terrorist group, but not on innocent people. The Tigray People's Liberation Front, the TPLF, the former ruling party in Tigray, has been designated as a terrorist organization. Thousands of people have been killed and millions displaced in the war that started in Tigray almost 8 months ago. Fighting has escalated in the past weeks in Tigray, fighters capturing some towns and villages. U.S. pro-democracy organization Carter Center has confirmed the death of John Marsh, an American citizen who was contracted to manage its social media monitoring project in Ethiopia. The organization said Mr. Marsh died unexpectedly in Addis Ababa on Monday when regional and federal elections took place in the country. According to the National Election Board of Ethiopia, Mr. Marsh was a special guest of the election and not an observer. The Carter Center did not mention any cause of the death or whether it was being treated as suspicious. From 2005 to 2008, Mr. Marsh also led the organization's efforts to support elections and democratic dialogue in Ethiopia. We move to Sudan now, and Sudan has asked the United Nations Security Council to meet and discuss a dispute over the giant dam being built by Ethiopia on the Blue Nile. Ethiopia is pinning its hopes of economic development and power generation on the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, the JED, while the two downstream countries, Egypt and Sudan, are concerned about it and seeking a binding agreement on the filling and operation of the dam. On Tuesday, Sudan's Foreign Minister Mariam Sadiq Al-Hadi called on the Security Council to hold a session as soon as possible to discuss JED and its impact on the safety and security of millions of people, a government statement said. In a letter, Al-Mahdi called on the council head to urge Ethiopia to stop the unilateral filling of the dam, which exacerbates the dispute and poses a threat to regional and international peace and security, the statement added. Ethiopian officials have not commented on the letter yet. Earlier this month, Sudan and Egypt agreed to work together on all levels to push Ethiopia to negotiate seriously on the agreement after the African Union-sponsored talks remain deadlocked. The two countries called on the international community to intervene. Arab states have called on the Security Council to discuss the dispute and Ethiopia's plan to go ahead with the second filling of the dam this summer, even without the agreement with South Sudan and Egypt. Ethiopia has rejected the Arab League resolution in its entirety. We are in Mauritania now, and the former president of Mauritania, Mohamed Ould Abdel Aziz, has been jailed by a judge in charge of corruption investigation. He had previously been under house arrest. Mr. Aziz, who led the West African state from 2008 to 2019, has been under investigation on charges including money laundering since March this year. He denies the allegation and claimed that the charges were politically motivated. Mr. Aziz has refused to cooperate in the legal investigations against him, saying the constitution granted him immunity from prosecution as a former president. Thank you so much for watching today's African News. This is where I draw the curtains. My name is Sandra Asante. Thank you so much for watching.